So Rochdale 13 with Alan Kilshaw ahead of Sunday's trip to Haywood Road. You take on Swinton Lions for the second time in as many weeks. Obviously the result at the Summer Bash wasn't what you were expecting and what you wanted. Have you looked at the performance more? Have you picked any key points out from it?
Yeah, it looked very disappointing, very uninspiring. We were very flat, especially in the second half when we needed a response from that first half performance. And like I said on the day, there's a couple of factors in there. But in one of the most important games of the season, we didn't deliver, and that, that's the overriding verdict on it. We had an honest chat on Tuesday night, and we have got some youth in there, but we've got to grow up fast, and the pressure is on now. We've known since November that it's going to be a difficult task, but I think we've proven in patches that we're up for the fight, and we've got to show that this weekend. We've got some experienced blokes back that will help the cause, and we know we're better than that. 16 games left, but that time's going to fritter away if we keep being up and down and inconsistent. So we've got to perform this week, and then we've got to perform the week after and the week after that, and that's the performance industry we're in, and we need to start performing.
And it was apparent watching back on Sky Sports that there was a few calls that went against you. Have you had a chance to have a look at them?
Yeah, look, we were a bit unlucky, weren't we? We were a bit unlucky on the deck K in touch, which wasn't. Felt Tyson's try wasn't a try, or wasn't as clear as Dave's. A couple of 50-50s didn't go our way. Listen, don't take anything away from Swinton. They deserved the win. It was a very good performance from them second half. They kicked better than us. They finished their sets better than us, and they scored more points than us. But we did have a couple of calls that went against us. I spoke to the rest coach this week, Steve Presley, just with some concerns, because I felt the week before a couple of calls went against us as well, and it's frustrating that the big momentum swingers, and we're copping it a little bit. But as the week before, we spoke about Swinton in the Barrow game, and they copped it. Teams are. I just feel that we need a bit more consistency on that part, and hopefully they'll even out over the course of the season. But yeah, I was left pretty frustrated. Obviously watching them back and in live play, because it was clear that it wasn't Deck wasn't in touch, and it was clear that Tyson hadn't scored the try, and then for them to disallow Dave's try, where I'd say was a bit more clear than the other one. They are momentum swingers, and they do impact on the game whether you like it or not.
And obviously you travel to their patch this weekend. They've got a bit of momentum now. The tails are up. Is it going to be tougher, especially after that win?
Look, they're a good side at home, and it didn't surprise us the way they performed. It's been coming. They've played well. A little bit inconsistent like us, but they seem to get a consistent side together the last few weeks. And they picked up they're unbeaten in the last two. So we've got to go there and right a few wrongs and respond to that performance, and I'm confident we will. Like I say, we trained well Tuesday, and again we've had a good discussion, and done a little bit of soul searching as well, and I'm confident we'll respond with a good performance.
And you mentioned last week that the Summer Bash came a bit early for a couple of the lads returning from injury. Are they any likely to return on Sunday?
Yeah, I'm hoping to get a few back. Gaz Middlehurst will be available. Toby Adamson will be available. Ben Moores potentially will be available. We've really missed Morsey around that ruck. He's sort of the glue that holds everything together, and especially having young halves, and young nine coming off the bench, or nines. It's been evident that we've missed Ben in that position. So the sooner we can get him on the field, the better. But we don't want to rush that and put him out, for a longer period of time. So we'll get a check on him tonight and Saturday, and if he's good to go, he'll go straight back in. And the other blokes as well. We're getting healthier. We've got options. There'll be people left out this week, and we've not done that for a long while. So again, that's pressure to perform, internally and externally.
And just a final note, you praised the fans in the week for their performance in the stands, if you like, for the Summer Bash. Are you hoping that they come out in the numbers again on Sunday and travel well to Haywood Road?
Yeah, look, I know they will. Like I said before, we might not have the the biggest following in terms of numbers, but we have a loyal following that come and get behind the lads, and they've been great this year. It's been tough. They've seen a side got promoted, they've seen a side stay up, and we've all wanted to kick on, and obviously factors have impacted on us, off the field, but they have stayed loyal. They've raised money for us. They've come to games, they've bought tickets, they've done everything they can, and we want to repay them this week with a performance. And like I said in the week, can't praise them enough, and I thought it was important that it was recognised, because they got behind us at the Bash, and like I say, we let them down on the day, and hopefully we won't let them down on Sunday.